A Tuesday morning accident west of Scottsbluff sends 2 to the hospital. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, authorities say 2 occupants in a small SUV suffered non-life-threatening injuries Tuesday morning in an accident on Highway 26 near County Road 18, just west of Scottsbluff. The Nebraska State Patrol says first responders were called to the scene shortly before 9 a.m. for a rollover, finding the vehicle on its roof in the westbound lanes. Lieutenant Art Frericks tells KNB News the preliminary investigation found that the SUV had been eastbound when the driver lost control, overcorrected, and went into the westbound lanes, striking a westbound semi in the area of the trailer's tandem axles. He says the impact caused the SUV to roll, landing on its roof, and caused the axles to come free from the trailer, with the semi stopping a little further down the roadway. He says both occupants of the passenger vehicle were restrained and were transported by Valley Ambulance to Regional West Medical Center for treatment of their injuries. Westbound traffic was diverted onto the north side frontage road until the scene could be cleared. Scottsbluff County Sheriff's deputies and Scottsbluff Rural Fire units also responded to the scene. Well, Scottsbluff City Manager Dustin Reef gave an update at Monday night's meeting to the council on some of what he's working on, and one area that stood out is a need for investment in the Parks Department. Reef will be making organizational changes, including putting the Parks and Cemetery departments under Public Works. The move is in an effort to remove some of the burden on Park Supervisor Rick Deeds, who has been having to take on increased responsibilities.
You know, the way we're revamping it is to create more efficiencies internally and really allow Rick to do what Rick needs to do, but not come here and attend the meetings at nights and those kind of things that really detracts away from his core focus of you know, making sure he has his staff in the right place and those kind of things. So it's more of just a kind of a high-level management components and then some administrative support that he doesn't currently have now in the Parks Department.
Reef also stressed the importance of finding seasonal help, as the need for lifeguards and lawnmowers will be desperately needed in the coming weeks. Well, coming up after the break, warmer temperatures are on the horizon. Bill Boyer's in with your Tuesday evening forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Some clouds across the area this evening will clear out for a period of time overnight into early tomorrow morning before things get a little more cloudy tomorrow afternoon. Generally speaking, though, we have another cold night coming our way, and it's still going to be cool tomorrow. The warm-up's going to be slow, but we do look a little warmer this weekend. The mildest days right now seem to be coming Sunday and Monday. We've got a couple of days we're going to string together there that are going to be pretty nice for us. Yesterday we hit 36 after a morning low of 21 degrees, piled up another 1,300ths of an inch of moisture. We're going to end the month of April most likely a little below normal. We don't see any huge chances of precip coming over the next 10 days, but probably going to end below normal there for the month. We've got a little bit of that surplus left over, about 2 inches worth from March. 35 right now in Denver. There's a cold 27 up in Laramie. It dropped below 0 in Laramie this morning. 41 in North Platte and in Hastings. Slightly not as cold on the eastern half of the state. There's a 40 in Ogallala, by far one of the warmer readings here in our area. Most of us in the mid-30s, low 30s at that many locations. 30 in Lusk, 32 right now in Cheyenne. Winds are out of the northwest. They've been gusty all day. So to add insult to injury, not only is it only in the 30s, but we have these strong winds, 15 to 20, 25 miles an hour. That's dropping wind chills down into the teens and 20s for most of us. A very chilly night coming our way, and it's going to be chilly tomorrow as well, especially when you get on the bus. Downright cool. Going to want a jacket out there, 23, but we do see mainly sunny skies coming our way. And then on the way home, it'll be mostly cloudy with temperatures there into the low 40s. So a touch warmer tomorrow, but quite a few clouds hanging on in the afternoon. That northwesterly flow continues. It'll push the clouds out. Can't rule out a little bit of fog overnight tonight as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of that form. Otherwise, mainly clear skies. Lows fall down into the teens. Again, another very chilly night tonight here across the area. Now, tomorrow, we start the day with a little clouds and fog. We clear out for a bit, and really the clouds are going to stay with us. That northwesterly flow continues. Cloudier by afternoon, and then late tomorrow night and tomorrow evening, can't rule out a couple of isolated rain or snow showers overnight tomorrow night into Thursday before we start to see this air mass break down. Temperatures in the 40s tomorrow here across the area. As we look at precip over the next 36 hours, not a lot coming. Just a couple of areas may pick up a few showers. That is about it. And snowfall also going to be very limited at best across the area. So tonight, partly cloudy, winds decreasing 10 to 20 early. They'll be down to under 5 miles an hour overnight. Certainly a cold night with lows down around 20. Tomorrow, not as cold. Temperatures in the upper 40s, still well below normal. Remember, 63 our normal high this time of year. We'll get back to there by the end of the weekend. Saturday or so, we should be in the mid-60s. And then look at Sunday, Monday, certainly the nicest days, the pick of the litter there, with temperatures well into the 60s. And then we bring some more winds into the forecast for Monday, or Tuesday rather, in colder conditions, and temps fall back into the mid-50s.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Having windows and patio doors installed by Renewal by Andersen is literally a red carpet experience. We treat your home like it is ours. We focus on the details. Renewal by Andersen windows and patio doors fit right, they keep the outside out, our 20-year warranties and great financing options are second to none. Our installers are very well-trained local experts at proper installation. Renewal by Andersen windows and patio doors, great products installed by great people. Contact us. Let's talk about your project.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Welcome back. A 29-year-old Denver man is in custody following a high-speed pursuit by law enforcement that ended with a wreck in Torrington Sunday evening. Now, a Wyoming highway trooper attempted to stop a Ford F-150 for speeding south of Torrington on US 85 with speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour. Torrington police successfully deployed spike strips to deflate the tires of the pickup south of town, but the driver continued to drive on the rims of the vehicle, and the pursuit ended when the Ford came to a crashing stop in the Arby's sign in downtown Torrington, and the driver, Willie Zanders, was taken into custody without further incident. Charges include fleeing to elude, felony possession of a controlled substance, and possession of a firearm by a person convicted of a felony. Sticking with the courts now, as a Melbeta man is facing felony charges after Scottsbluff County Sheriff's deputies investigated a report of suspicious activity in a residence over the weekend. Court records say 48-year-old Shaleko Maglito was taken into custody after officers responded to a call shortly before 2 a.m. about someone walking around with a flashlight inside a Melbeta home where no one should be doing so. Deputies say that he followed commands and came out of the residence, and when searched, they found multiple prescription bottles not prescribed to him in his hoodie pocket, including one with the opioid tramadol. Maglito is charged with burglary and possession of a controlled substance and was scheduled for an initial appearance in Scottsbluff County Court on Monday afternoon. And Governor Pete Ricketts saddled up this week to proclaim it Rodeo Week in Nebraska. On Monday, the governor was joined by Nebraska University President Ted Carter for the proclamation and to promote the UNL Rodeo this weekend. Ricketts says the rodeo honors our state's rich tradition of agriculture and the skill of using horses in the cattle industry. Afterwards, they took a lap around the property on horseback. Well, straight ahead, Chabella Guzman in with a check-in on Ag News. She'll have that in just 90 seconds.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payment. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scottsbluff, your volume discount dealer.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Snow, sleet, and cooler temperatures have been the norm for the past few days. Cody Creech, Nebraska Extension Dryland Cropping Specialist, says the moisture is great for the winter wheat, but the cold temperatures
have really slowed the growth of the wheat this year. We're usually much farther along in our growth and development, and it's just not put on a lot of growth or tillering at this point. That does raise a few concerns because although the wheat might not be growing, there's also weeds and other things going on that aren't going to be able to take advantage of that sunlight. And so I do think we need to make sure we get our herbicide applications out there in the timely manner, because I think we'll see probably some higher weed pressure this year compared to previous years.
The wheat has had an up and down season with a dry winter and late cold snaps, plus an extended forecast of more dry weather.
It's in really good shape. It will need more as it begins to develop a little bit later on, and hopefully we'll get some timely rains in the future. But right now it has what it needs to get going. You know, hopefully a grower can take advantage of this opportunity, this drier weather here that we'll have to get those inputs on the wheat crop.
According to the National Weather Service in Cheyenne, Wyoming, cool weather will remain through the week, before the weekend when temperatures will rise into the 60s.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, it was a busy weekend at Chadron State College as students, faculty, and staff all teamed up for the big event. Now in its 9th year, the big event features hundreds of volunteers coming together to help civic organizations, businesses, and residents with tasks including cleaning, picking up trash, sorting, organizing, and painting.
This is my 3rd year of participating in the big event. It feels good to be back in the community this year since last year was virtual, and just feels good to give back to the community that does so much for the college.
My first year doing the big event, and it was so great to get out here and just do some good in the community.
Really trying to make a difference, engage the community, appreciate all the students and everyone who's been willing to participate in this event. In year 9, we continue to see it grow. Hopefully in year 10, as we get into the next decade, we see even more growth and expansion. So get out there, willing to engage with your community and move the Chadron State College forward.
Organizers say this year's event was a success in spite of complications including COVID-19 protocols and the weather. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.